Now we will discuss about the regulatory agencies. Here, the regulatory agencies is a dynamic and challenging profession which helps to protect the public health by constant monitoring and control the safety and efficacy of health products like pharmaceuticals, veterinary medicines, medicinal devices, pesticides, agrochemicals, cosmetics, and complementary medicines. The main objective and motive of regulatory affairs professionals is to increase the availability of safe and effective healthcare products worldwide. Government increase the Government ensures and controls the quality supply of healthcare which is related to the products to community by way of forming new rules and regulations as well as required. And by the way, amending the current regulations, most companies they are majorly multinational pharmaceutical corporations or small medium small medium enterprises and innovative biotechnology companies which is etc have specialist departments of regulatory affairs. Almost every company has regulatory department to keep track on the legislations of countries where companies wish to market their product. This track includes collection and analysis of legal as well as scientific requirements for particular country to obtain and maintain marketing authorizations of healthcare products. These regulatory affairs bring about a variety of disciplines and job responsibilities, which starts during the product development, its manufacture, and continue till the product is widely available for use. The individuals who ensure regulatory compliance and prepare submissions as well as those whose main job functioning is clinical affairs or quality assurance are all considered regulatory affairs professionals. The regulatory affairs professionals are employed in industry and government which is involved with the wide range of products which include pharmaceutical, medical devices, in vitro diagnostics, biologics, biotechnology, nutritional products, and cosmetics, and finally having the veterinary products also. In this regulatory affairs, the regulatory authority must critically assess the technical reports generated by generated during the development of product and proposed procedures for its manufacturing quality control. Overall assessment is a interaction between the staff regulatory authority and regulatory affairs department. The assessment report in a reflection of critical review of scientific evidence presented by the Department of Regulatory Affairs to to establish the quality of products and safety which is main aim of the regulatory agencies. And in pharmaceutical company, regulatory affairs play a vital role in product development of product that includes selection of method of initial toxicology and design of clinical trials, compilation of data in prescribing format for market authorization. The compilation of data obtained from the different departments like company and external contractors into the logical way to the and this completion should be placed in a reviewer and then he proceeds the faster rate of and which turns into the company financial burden. The proper justification for the presented data as well as omitted information is in a mandatory part of ideal submission. The approval of product and its compliance is sole responsibility of regulatory department. The regulatory affairs professionals' roles and responsibilities often being in research and development phase, moving into the clinical trials and extending through the pre-market approvals and manufacturing and labeling, advertising and post-market surveillance. What is the importance of regulatory affairs? The main importance of regulatory affairs is it is an important profession that plays a very important role in journey of the product from laboratory to pharmacy shop. A new pharmaceutical product has undergone a clinical trial and several important regulatory approvals. No new product enters the market without the new drug approval from respective competent regulatory authorities like US FDA, MHRA, that is nothing but Medicine and Healthcare Regulatory Authority, TGA, CDSCO, that means Central Drug Standard Control Organization, in order to secure the intellectual property rights, that is nothing but the patent rights. And the patent office to the patent office at the time of discovery phase of the product, it takes over 10 years for the inventor company to launch the product in the market after securing the patent, which leaves the company with only 8 to 10 years of monopoly period, as the patent protection period is 20 years. And proper conduct of regulatory affairs effectives. The Here, the inadequate reporting of clinical data may prevent a timely positive evaluation of new drug application. Even a month delay is bringing new product to market has several financial considerations. Even worse, failures to fully report all available data or release of product bearing incorrect labeling may easily result in the rate of product recall. Either occurrence lead to loss of several million rupees or dollars per scale. Here, hence, a sound regulatory department or professionals with a right first time approach in necessity of all the pharmaceutical companies. They are first point of contact between the government authorities and the company. Regulatory affairs departments or professionals play an important role in the part of coordination scientific endeavors with the regulatory demands throughout the life of the product, which is nothing but the drug or any chemical. And it helps the companies which meet all the regulations and guidelines, and it turns into the maximize the profits. This is about the importance of regulatory affairs. And what are the functions of regulatory affairs department? Here, the main function of the regulatory affairs is the responsibilities are mainly include collection, analysis, and subsequent negotiation that required to obtain the market authorization of a product. For this regulatory affairs professionals should need the study the process of drug development and data generating during the principles as well as clinical studies. And the regulatory affairs department professionals having a clear idea about the drug development and data generating clinical studies, as well as quality control procedures according to along with the safety efficacy of the product will be main important. In this complete process, the regulatory affairs department with any company plays an important role in all over the department process, ranging from the decisions. Here the regulatory affairs department having communicate the competency both written and oral, analytical abilities, presentation skills before a panel, and a high degree of sensitivity is required when proposing and executing the strategy of the approvals into the company. When we have, for example, if we completed our B Pharmacy, when we go to the industry or any MNC company, like which is nothing but manufacturing company, when we go there and we have to face the interview and group discussion along with the some tests. Okay, right here also some functions are there, that is mainly performed by the regulatory affairs professionals. They must have idea about the drug delivery system and also the clinical studies, quality control tests, and their safety efficacy, and these are main for the professionals.